Court does call the case of Henna Realty and Property Management versus Lita Boone.
I'm here, Lita Boone.
Lita. Oh,
Lita.
Lita. Okay.
Yes.
You were just waiting to unmute to yell at me about that, weren't you?
I can't.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I got thick skin. I'm sorry, Lita. All right, now, where are we, Mr. Pantera, on this case?
This is not mine.
This is not yours. Whose is it?
This is the matter where they've been instructed to get counsel, Your Honor. And they
Where Henna Realty's been instructed to get counsel?
correct. Mr. Joseph Courtroom, I believe,
Is he?
the owner.
As
Of,
Joseph is here,
yeah.
Mr. Courtroom?
I'm the property owner.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But this is in the. It's a corporation that owns this property, right?
No, the corporation is my property owner acting on my behalf. I am the property owner.
And your name is correct. I don't have this filed as that. I have this filed under the name of the property of Henna Realty and Property Management.
Yes, because they represent me. Michael, yeah.
But the lease is between who and who?
Between Henna Property Realty and Lita.
So my understanding is Judge Washington has instructed that you are to have an attorney represent the plaintiff in this case.
I thought she said we should reach an agreement and bring it to her.
Well, certainly that can happen, but if you are going to appear for another hearing, it's very clear to me that you guys were instructed to get an attorney.
When we said we didn't have an attorney, she put us in a different room and said we should go and discuss it and come with an agreement.
Certainly. Do you have an agreement?
Yes, we do.
Ms. Boone, is that correct?
Yes.
All right. What is the agreement?
Michael, would you please read it out?
Well, okay. That's the property.
Well, I can read it out. I can read it out.
Yeah, well, you'll have to because the property manager can't legally represent this corporation.
Okay.
That's who wrote the contract
Wrote what contract, ma'am?
that he's going to read out to us. The agreement.
Okay. What is the agreement?
That the agreement is that I don't owe the 9, I owe 7,000. I think, and I don't have it right in front of me. And
I
that
can give you the figures. As at October 1st, she owed $7,449.58. The agreement was that she would start paying $500 a month, and she has already started making the payments, $500 a month. And then from November 1, she will make her regular monthly payments in addition to paying the back rent of $500 a month until it is paid off.
Okay, what day is the 500 due?
She has already paid the first one.
Okay, but the subsequent month, what day is she supposed to pay the 500?
It's on the first of each month.
So she's got to pay her rent and 500 on the first of each month?
Yes, please.
The only way I'm signing it is the 500 has got to be due by the 15th. If it's going to happen, there's no way somebody's going to be able to do that. Otherwise she can be here.
And also in the contract, you stated, ask me how much I'll be able to pay. We never set a date. And today now you saying I need to have the 18 and the 500. That's not in the contract that you sent me. So I'm confused right now.
Okay, I'm not sure what contract we're talking about.
We will agree to the 15th, Your Honor. The 500 by the 15th. So let's put that on record. In addition to the normal rent, which is due on the 1st of each month.
Miss
I don't.
Miss
I
Boone,
don't.
is that what you agreed to? What?
Well,
Tell me.
we went into a Zoom room. I thought everything was unfair, but they said that this is the way it is. So I don't have no more fight in me. So
All right, hold on. So let me. So Miss Boone,
yes,
just tell me this. So you don't want to agree to this?
I don't want to be.
Well, you okay? Go ahead. What were you gonna say? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I'm just agreeing to it.
Well, hold on. Talk to me, okay? I wouldn't ask if I didn't care.
It's just give me a second. So in the Zoom room, we had made a meeting. His property management told him that it was things in here that I spent a lot of money on paying to fix up this place. Well, first of all, I moved in unaware that it was infested with bugs. So I took care of that problem. So he did pay me back for that. And then I noticed like 2 weeks later, I had moved a barbecue grill and it was a big hole in the patio. So I paid like $1,500 to fix that. The washer and dryer and stove and refrigerator that came with the house was all didn't work. So I had to fix it. So that made me get behind in the bills. And then he just came and fixed the electricity and my bill was going up. It was $600 every month and I'm by myself. And I'm like telling him that it's a problem with electricity. And he just came and fixed it 2 weeks ago. And you can notice my bill went back down to 150 instead of 600 a month. So I've been paying him every 2 weeks that I can and stuff. And then one check he said he never got, but I just been paying him trying to catch up. And I couldn't never catch up. So I told him, let's go to court and get this settled because I'm constantly giving you guys all my money and it's looking like I'm never catching up and I don't know what's going on.
So what it sounds like to me is there was not an agreement when you guys came out of that Zoom room.
The agreement was that he would take off because he said I owe $9,000. So he took off the orchid bill and
The Orkin bill.
yes.
Is that the pest bill?
Yes.
Why are you paying that anyway?
Because he said his property manager said that I didn't report to him that it had a bug problem. And then when I talked to Orchid, they said it was already a bug problem here. So I just paid for it. I didn't know I work a lot. So I just want to live nice and comfortably. But for $1,800 a month.
I hear you. But well, that wasn't going to be on there anyway, or shouldn't have been on there because that's typically it's going to be the landlord's responsibility.
He said since I didn't inform him with these problems, which I did, so
okay. All right, I'm going to stop this right now. Sir, my understanding is Judge Washington told you guys to get an attorney.
We told him we will try and get
Did
it
Judge
settled.
Washington tell you, sir, don't play a word game with me. Did she inform you to get an attorney?
Yes, but then she said
hold on, and you showed up today without an attorney.
Sir, if I can answer, may I answer, please? She put us, when we said we didn't have an attorney, she put us in a Zoom room and said, go and get this settled and come back. And when we did, we asked Lita, would she be able to afford an attorney? She said, no. So we actually went through all this with her and we thought we had an agreement. We signed the document.
You don't understand something. You have to have an attorney because it's a corporation that the lease is signed with. The lease is between a corporation and Miss Boone. The lease is between you And the corporation who filed this, however it got filed that way, has to have an attorney.
Yes, Your Honor. This
Yeah.
is Henna Realty and Property Management, Michael Hanna. Yes, when we were in there, the judge advised that because I had put my name on there.
Then why are you guys here without an attorney?
Okay, well, can I finish, sir? Your Honor, she said, okay, she asked the tenant, Lita, did you seek out counsel? And she said yes, but she didn't qualify, so she would have to obtain her own attorney. So then the judge told both parties, look, y'all need to work this out. You need to come into some type of agreement. And she put us in the room. So we went in the room and we came up with agreement. I mean, we stayed there for hours. And what Ms. Boone is talking about, which I know is really kind of like irrelevant, the orchid, when she said, I said, we paid for the first remedy of these bugs. And I guess she reached back out to them and said they didn't do it right. And they told her something in which she had to pay more money and had her paying $300 a month or something on some type of contract with them. And I said, Lita, why come you didn't tell me about this? I said, why you didn't tell us so that we could deal with them? If you saying they didn't do it right, but you enter into a contract with them without our knowledge, that's not the owner's responsibility. So that's what we got to do with the orchid.
Mike,
well, we came up with the number.
That morning, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but the morning that I woke up and it was infested, I told you, look on my other phone number. I told you, you told me to call Orchid, but now you don't remember.
But we paid for that. We paid for that.
But you just told the judge that I didn't give you no knowledge of what was going on.
Not on the second time.
That's what I'm saying. You're confusing me.
No, wait a minute. Don't be confused because you the one told me. I didn't know nothing about it. We was wondering why was you paying $300 a month? You told me you paying all this money. I understand your daughter got in problems. You was getting garnishy. But what I'm saying is about
I don't
this
have any
about,
garnishes,
stop
sir.
right
I don't
now.
have no
about
garnishes.
the orchid thing.
Stop. Stop. What part of stop don't you understand? I'm not having it. You guys are supposed to show up with an attorney. You don't have an attorney. Of rights, this case ought to be dismissed because you can't represent the corporation. That's what the judge told you before. And I'm not going to have you going around and around with Miss Boone and trying to throw her business out in the street and say she's got this and that. Not going to happen here. Not today. Judge Washington gave you the warning. I understand it, that you were supposed to be represented by counsel. She may have put you into a room so that you guys could agree to it. My understanding in listening to Miss Boone is that she has not agreed to something, or at least feels that she's coerced in doing so. You guys don't have an attorney. You keep trying to represent yourself. If you want to go ahead and commit a felony, because it's a 4-year felony for you to be representing a corporation, if you want to do that, you go ahead. You're not going to do that on my watch. Case dismissed. You can start over. Thank you.